I think this right before I look down at my cards. I do not want to play the 3K again. I want to stay in this 800 and final table it. And we are back at the Wynn/Encore property for another day of great tournaments. Today we're going to kick it off with an $800 100K. Probably closer to 200,000. They're conservative around these parts. Max light red still 420. Blaze it. If by some chance we lose by 7:30, we can play day 1B of the 3K and avenge our bubble boy status. Good times. Hopefully we just make the final table of this 800, scoop up a win trophy, call it a day. Stay tuned to find out what happens. You won't believe it. 25K starting stack. We fold down to 10,000 in chips, 2 5Ks. Very frustrating. No spots. With blinds at 1,000, 1,500, 1,500. We look down at king, queen, offsuit in early position. We grip it and rip it. We get action from the cutoff. Big stack, 50-year-old Caucasian male. About 150 in his stack, 10K, nothing to him. He's got pocket sevens. And here's the video. Boom. Classic. Flip. Big flip. King, queen, greater than pocket sevens, and we get the double. We're up to 24.5 thousand. Right back to starting. All it takes is one hand. You got to win your all-ins. I fold down to 15,000 at 1,000, 2,000. Same at pocket sevens, big stack, 50-year-old Caucasian male opens to 4,000 under the gun. We're on the button with Alan Jackson offsuit. Do we take a stand here? You only live once. We're all in. Of course, we have no fold equity. And he calls with worse. King, queen, big hold. Alan Jackson. Let's hit a Boski. Alan Jackson. The Boski. And we do river the Boski, unnecessary, but we'll take it. And just like that, up to 35,000. The very next hand, the low jack opens to 4,000 off a 30K stack. We're next stacked with ace queen offsuit. We grip it and rip it. 35 to go. We cover. Folds back to him. He snap calls and shows us pocket eights. We're good at winning flips. Let's keep the party going. A clean flop for the ochos until we spike it on the turn. And he's gone. And we got 70,000 in chips, just like that. With a 3K big blind, under the gun +1, who I've been chatting it up with, who has been allegedly banned from ACR for some wrongdoings we're gonna look into. Open jams for 15 bigs, 45,000. We're in middle position with the butchers, the Cowboys, broke backs. We grip it and rip it. 70,000 in the middle. My opponent sheepishly shows pocket sevens. He's gonna need help.
Oh, GG nuts versus Card Room.
And help he does not find. And just like that, we're up to 120,000. 371 souls entered this event, 800 bucks a pop. Just over 100 remain. I believe 45 or so make the money. It's a one-day event. UFO. At 3K big blind, middle position shoves all in for 16,000. We're in the big blind with Jack 6 off. I know you're saying, Boski, lay it down. But hey, math, I think we're getting the right price. There's 7,500 out there, and we only have to call 13,000 more. We cover. Let's gamble. My opponent has pocket eights. That's okay. We can jack them. Just the jack on the river. Ooh, we do not jack them, and we double them up. Gotta lose the small all-ins. We took one for the team there, and we move on to the next hand. With blinds at 2,000, 4,000, I'm in early position with pocket aces, the weapons of mass destruction. I make it 8,000 to go off a 90K stack. Folds to the big blind, 30 to 44. Action folds to the big blind, a 21 to 40-year-old Asian male with a furry hat and a parka on. Puts in the call. He's got about 70, 75,000 in his stack. Let's bust him. The flop comes Jack 10-6. He checks, and I think a lot of people bet small here, but on the Jack 10 board specifically, how these ranges are gonna work, I think a big bet works best with our value and our semi-bluffs, such as King Queen, Ace King, and Ace Queen. So he checks, and I bet 15,000, setting up that turn jam, but he does the jamming for us. We snap him off, and we see Jack 6. Jack 6, the Jack 6 we just called and all in with and lost. Now he's got 2 pair, but don't worry, we got a lot of outs, 10s, aces, running double pairs, Queen, King, etc. Let's see the video for a 150,000 chip pot. Pocket aces. We do not get there, and Jack 6 suited is the hero of the day for my opponent. Congratulations. We still have 17,000 in our stack. That's over 4 bigs. We're not giving up yet. I think we have 16,000 in our stack. Blinds come around 2K, 4K, 4K. So we have 8K in the middle, 8K behind effectively. Folds the button, who raises. We're all in, heads up against pocket 5s. I have ace 8 off. Pretty good spot. Let's win a flip. Flop an 8 and get that double. Boom, baby. So 12 plus 12 is 24, 28. I think we got 30,000 now. Yeah, 30,000. We're almost up to 10 bigs. Never give up in tournament poker, just like life. Pro tip. A few hands later, with my 30,000 stack, it folds to me in late position. I look down at Anna Kournikova. We ship it in there. 30,000 at 4K big blind. The button also ships it in there. We're heads up against Ace Queen. What does he think I have? A worse hand than Ace Queen with 8 blinds? Big hold. Ace King holds on the all low board, and we're up to 70,000 again. Tournament poker, it's a roller coaster.
Oh, look at those beef drunken noodles.
With blinds at 3-5-5, a seemingly older Caucasian recreational opens to 15,000 in early position. I have a bit of a sizing tell where this is going to be a fairly strong hand. It's now 7:20 p.m., 1920 military time. Day 1B of the 3K late reg ends in 10 minutes. I think this right before I look down at my cards. I do not want to play the 3K again. I want to stay in this 800 and final table. We look down at the ladies with 67,000 in our stack. My opponent has about 75,000. I think there's only one option here. We're all in. 13.4 big blinds. Doesn't take my opponent long to put in the call. We're at risk, but the good news is we're up against pocket 9s. Flop comes 6-4 deuce, couple diamonds. We got a diamond. Turns a 9. River's a brick and we're out. About 65th place, about 20 from the money. Another fine grind at the Wynn. Do we do the drive of shame, or do we let fate guide us to that late reg line? Fire another $3,000. The copter is telling me to get in there and gamble. Let's fire for the vlog. Only if you subscribe. It's free. Click that bell for those alerts. Good luck, us. And we are in the $3,000, $3 million guaranteed. Let's bag and tag, much like we failed to do yesterday. We're ready to gamble. We got 20 bigs. Second hand off the deck, we got David Jackson open to 3,000 in early position off a 45K stack. 30 to 50-year-old Asian male flatting in late position off a 65K stack. I'm in the big blind with King Queen off. Of course we can call, but sometimes you gotta think outside the box, shove it in there. Dan Harrington squeeze spot. Broadway blockers. David Jackson folds, and the Asian male says, let's gamble. Could have seen that one coming. He's got pocket 4s. Let's win a flip, or we might be done in one hand. King 5 deuce. Deuce 3, and we get the double with the little dead money. Big double. Off to a hot start. The very next hand, we're in the small blind with pocket 9s. Same 30 to 50-year-old Asian male opens to 4,000. Jesse Y flats on the button, and we make it 18,000 from the small blind, ready to play for stacks. Big blind folds, original raiser, wants to gamble. He's all in for 32,000. Jesse folds, we put in the call, and he's got Alan Jackson. Let's keep it low, dealer. Let's get to 95,000. The dealer keeps it low on the flop, but not the turn. The ace comes off, and we give the chips right back, and we're at 30,000 starting. Those are the swings of No Limit Texas Hold'em. Even pros cannot handle the swings of No Limit, the Cadillac of poker. Let's regroup and find that fire. Cutoff opens to 3,500 off 100K stack, folds me in the big blind at pocket sixes and 25,000. We could see a flop, or we could give ourselves 2 chances to win. I shove all in for 25,000. He quickly folds, and we take down a nice pot. No showdown needed. With a 2,000 big blind, I'm in middle position with ace-10 offsuit. Could fold, but hey, we've been pretty tight. Let's open it up. Off a 30K stack, we make it 4,000 to go. We get action from the small blind and the big blind. The flop comes queen, jack, 7, 2 clubs. We have the ace of hearts and the 10 of diamonds. Small blind leads out. What's he repping? King 10, 10, 9, ace X of clubs. We beat all these hands. Big blind folds, and once again, let's give ourselves 2 chances to win this pot. We shove all in for 25,000 with the Broadway and over and club unblockers. He doesn't think long before putting in the call, and we're up against queen 6 of hearts. Show me the king and it's all over. 6 on the turn gives him 2 pair. 10 on the river gives me a pair, which is no good, and we're out $3,000. A $3,800 loss on the day. Make sure you sign up on ACR to enjoy online poker at its finest. You can find me there playing under Boski, and use promo code BOSKI on your first deposit. First deposit only, 100% deposit bonus to be released over time as you play. Gamble responsibly. Do not risk more than you can afford to lose. Curl up next to a nice hot fire and enjoy hot cocoa with your loved one while you win the $11 Boski daily double every night. So nice they run it twice. Link in the description below. Go to jeffboski.com, show some love, and we're out.